What's up, guys? You are listening to episode 215 of True to Size.
She's a natural. What's going on, everyone? And welcome to True to Size. We are a weekly podcast centered around the wild world of sneakers. I will be your host today. My name is Lawrence Hopkins, and I'm joined by the rest of the quarantine at Canada Got Soul, Mr. Joel Hernandez. It's very much past Halloween now, but I like it.
Yeah.
Spirit is nice. Mr. Alvin Martinez.
Hi.
Yeah.
I can't follow that up, man.
Usually it's a tough one to have to follow Joel in the intro. Were you going to hit us with a moi? What was that?
No, it's okay. I was going to cough.
And wow, for the third episode in a row, I get to do a little special intro, which is very exciting for me.
Okay.
She's low-key got one of the best collections. We've been creeping.
Ooh.
And she wears the same size as me, so you know I'm peeping.
Oh,
Yeah.
She's named after a month, and you'd think her name would be July because she's packing all that heat. But no, it's our homegirl Mae, and it's someone you really ought to meet.
meat.
Nice.
That emphasize the meat.
Yeah.
Mae, thanks for being here.
What's up? Thank you for having me.
Of course.
It's like a childhood dream, like listening to the podcast. Is like,
Wow.
I'm going to be on the show.
Yo.
You're talking like you got drafted to an NBA team.
Yeah, for real.
I know.
Growing up, I always loved the Lakers. But no, we do really appreciate you being here. Again, I feel like we say this with everybody, and usually it's true. Long time coming, long time friend of the show. So very excited to have Mae on with us. I'm not just saying this. I know it was in the first line of my very good rap / poem, but Mae does have one of like my favorite overall collections that I've seen. Like just fantastic, like very good variety. Not even just saying that because we're the same size. Like I want all of it, but yeah, really good just overall collection. So if you haven't seen her on Instagram, you should do that. See, I'm giving the plug already before we even get to the actual plugs part. But yeah, we are back. We took last week off. Actually, before any of that, how was everyone's Halloween? Because that was yesterday. Good thing we did the Halloween episode 2 weeks ago because we were off last week and then we wouldn't have got any Halloween content, which would have been a shame. But how was everyone's Halloween? How did the She-Hulk costume go, Alvin?
She-Hulk.
It went pretty good. I think it went better than, because literally we were trying to find a actual She-Hulk costume for Penelope, but for some reason, like no one makes it. I feel very disappointed because there are a lot of young girls who want to show that they are strong and be She-Hulk. So wifey just did her thing. She got a Hulk costume, and then we put a bathing suit on top of it that matched the shorts, and it ended up working out.
Smart. It's very smart.
And then it ended up working out. P looked hella D's. She liked it. She just walked around in it all day, and it was fun, man. All the people at the houses were like, "Oh my god, it's She-Hulk." We're like, "Okay, it's working."
Yeah,
It's
not Hulk in a bathing suit.
Yeah. Yeah, Halloween was good, man. It was good to be able to. The weather wasn't too bad. Like it was kind of raining, but not really. It was like a drizzle.
Yeah, it just didn't actually rain until like later, like after. For sure, trick or treating should have been over.
Yeah, so it was good. It was fun. Lots of candy to eat.
Joel, how about you guys? This is your first Halloween at the new place. Did you guys get a lot of kids? I keep seeing like mixed reactions for amount of kids that came by. Some people were like had 100 kids, and some people were like I had 12 kids.
Yeah. Like with our case, I think we should have like decorated the front porch because it was just like dark. Like you know what I mean?
You didn't even turn on the porch light.
No, I did turn it on. I did turn on the lights, but it's like I would get like the couple ding dongs on the doorbell and stuff like that, and man, I'm trying to watch the Raptors game. Like what I mean? It's like it just kept like going off. Like maybe I'd probably say like maybe give or take like 6 or 7 kids came to the door.
Oh, that's not a lot.
It was nothing, man. Like, I took a look down the street and it was just bare dark. It was just darkness.
Oh man.
I was like, man, like no kids are coming out, like,
Interesting.
Yeah.
May, what about you? You're in a condo, right? Like in a building.
Yeah, I'm in an apartment building, but I wasn't home. I just went out for dinner. The only trick-or-treating I did was dropping off stuff for Kanatsi. So.
Oh,
wow, nice.
That's a very good trick or treat.
You'll get that treat in a few months.
Yeah. That's a very good trick or treat. Did they have trick or treating in your building, May? Because they didn't have it in mine.
Yeah, they did at the lobby. We weren't allowed to go
Oh.
door to door. Everybody had to bring theirs to the lobby. That was it.
Yeah, they weren't allowing it door to door, and they didn't have anything in the lobby. So we were just like, all right, we're going out.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Kind of lame. Yeah, there's not a lot of kids in our building though, to be fair. There's like I never see kids here. So
True.
it would be pretty lame to go sit in the lobby for 5 kids to come by. Be pretty boring. But yeah, we are back after taking last week off. We've got a great show for you all this week. Of course, there's going to be some Kanye West conversation to be had because we took last week off. Of course, we took pretty much the busiest news week in sneakers off. Like that just worked out super well for us. So now we're late to the party and discussing it. And then we have at least one very big pickup to discuss for one of us, which is very exciting. After that, we're jumping right into things with May as she runs through 21 Guestions and gives us the story about how she got into sneakers and photography.
Ooh.
But first,
You told me about that, Joel.
Surprise.
Surprise.
Surprise! Hey, you know yourself. You're fine. But first, Joel.
Fire round.
Yes, the fire round. We like to start every show with a quick hitting question from you, our listeners. And this week's question comes from my favorite listener of all, myself. And the question of the week is, because I just got a new one of these, what goes into an ideal getting the mail shoe? And what is your current go-to getting the mail shoe? There's obviously a lot of different factors to take in, specifically with the getting the mail shoe. Obviously, it depends on where you live and how far your mailbox is from your residence, if you have to go outside or not. But let's start with Joel, because he has the newest abode, and he will have to now consider what his new getting the mail shoe will be.
All right. So I guess it all depends on weather too, right?
Of course.
Because, earlier I was just like, just grabbing like the chinelas by the front door, and just slipping them on and just going. But now it's getting a bit colder and rainy, and I'm going to assume I'm going to start wearing like some waterproof, type of shoe kind of thing, right? So I think, right now I got those New Balance 2002 Rs. Those are sitting like right at the front door. The ones that look like the hiking shoe kind of thing, the brown with the red laces. So I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to grab those, just to, hop and grab the mail and whatnot, right? Because it's kind of like a distance, like halfway down the block to the, I guess, the mailbox kind of thing.
Is that closer or further than your previous mailbox?
Probably a bit closer, I'd say, from the previous one. So
that's good. Alvin, what about you? What goes into your ideal getting the mail shoe, and what is your current getting the mail shoe?
So pre-snow, which is we are currently still in, one of the main factors is the slipability. So the ability for you to be able to slip them on your foot without having to adjust anything. Yeah. So I mean, for me currently, it's the Reebok Beatnik that looks like it's been tie-dyed in mud because they used to be white.
Putting the beat in Beatnik for sure. Yeah.
For sure. But they're still super comfortable. And then what I do like is that the top part is kind of like insulated. It's got like that padding. So kind of, still warm. Yeah. So literally up until it snows on the ground, I'm probably just gonna wear socks and then those to get the mail because the mail
honestly could probably get away with those in the snow too. I'm not gonna lie, they got a thick sole on them.
I know, but like the Milton snow and like how the wind goes, it always blows the snow onto my side of the street, so it's usually deeper on my side of the street. Yeah. But I probably will try it at least once and to see how wet my socks get. But yeah, usually the Beatnik is my go-to mail getter. However, when the snow does go above the knee, I will probably end up going with the Free Hiker or some type of ACG.
Some serious stuff. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Mine used to be the Beatnik. It was either like a Beatnik or like a pair of slides.
Yeah.
But I've gotten to the point where because I work from home, because the weather is getting shittier and shittier, I don't go out very often. I don't need to go outside to get the mail. Granted, like I just literally go down 7 stories and I can get it from the inside. Not necessarily.
Go get the fucking mail.
But it kind of like when you don't go anywhere and you're just going from indoor and like house slides to getting the mail slides, it's kind of boring. Like you just feel like this is stupid. So I've started using what I recently purchased like a couple weeks ago, which was a pair of ACG Mocks. I got it from I got them from the Nike outlet. Actually, Joe got them for me for like $50 or $60. They're like a full tie-dye upper, and they're similar upper to the Beatnik, where it's like kind of quilted and then like lined, so it's a little bit thicker. Again, not that I need it, but just to feel kind of like I'm putting on a shoe to do anything is kind of nice. So even if it's just getting the mail, which requires no outdoor adventures, I'll still put on a pair of ACG shoes.
ACG.
Just to feel something. So yeah, that's been the go-to recently. Mae, what about you? You're in a similar boat to me.
Yeah. So I live in an older building, so they drop my packages and mail at my door.
Oh wow! My gosh, that's love right there.
But if I had to,
that's a hookup.
Probably just my usual Birkenstocks, or if it's like cold, then the Nupsy slide or the slippers from
I
North.
thought you were gonna say, probably just my second pair of Stu CSPs, but
I know, right?
This is my male pair and my
non-male pair.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
One to rock and one to get the mail in. Let's go.
She really shit on us with, you guys have to go and get your mail.
I know, right?
That sucks.
It's at my front door.
No, but I feel like having that is better because then like mine just sits there all day if I'm not home.
Oh,
that's true. I guess.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
I've lost a package. Good thing
it just sits in the hallway.
Yeah, it just sits in the hallway.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
Yeah. Man.
They go around to every unit in the building, like up the elevator and stuff.
They have a mail guy.
They have like this huge thing.
Trolley.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's kind of weird, actually.
Yeah.
Like regular mail, like letter mail, kind of makes sense to do that, but like packages, that's kind of strange. Now that I think about it, because I would definitely be concerned that stuff would just get juked from the hallway.
Exactly.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, I've come down from being jealous about it completely. If you would like to submit a question for the fire and have us answer it on the pod, please shoot us a message on Instagram or email us at canadagotsole@gmail.com. Next up is the CGS picks. Each week, we all pick an upcoming sneaker to analyze, dissect, and give our thoughts on. Then we decide if it's poop, scoop, whoop-de-whoop, or Alvin's trademarked phrase.
Sobrang cute.
Thank you very much. And I will. Was it a good wow or a bad wow?
Right.
just a wow.
Good wow. Yeah. You're gonna broadcast the news there.
Yeah.
It's like Ipulaga, bro. Like they always have to exaggerate things,
I know.
That's the energy that I want for the rest of the episode. Just so
got
you know.
I got you.
Let's go.
Okay, I'm gonna go first, even though Alvin probably deserves to. And my pick this week is an Adidas, which it's probably got to be pretty good if I'm picking an Adidas, and definitely pretty good if I'm picking a Stan Smith, because kind of an underloved and underrepresented silhouette on this podcast for sure. But my pick might change the representation of my collection of Stan Smiths going forward. This is the Adidas X The Simpsons Stan Smith in the Homer Simpson rendition, and they're very well done. They're very cool. They are very typical Stan Smith color blocking, cream or off-white outsole, midsole, white leather upper. Instead of the Stan Smith in the gold lettering down the side, it says Homer Simpson, which is a very nice touch. On the tongue, you have just like the Homer Simpson blank stare face instead of Stan Smith's face. But obviously, the shining star of this sneaker is the heel tab, heel counter, heel whatever, where it has like this grassy, carpety, whatever that's called material, and Homer Simpson retreating back into it like the Homer Simpson like meme, which is like honestly incredible. Like it sounds mean, but I don't usually trust Adidas to do this well on this kind of stuff. Like you look at their collaborative catalog, it's usually pretty not the best, but this is like really well done, very tastefully done. They like really leaned into the pop culture aspect of it with the meme, which is awesome. And they're just like insanely well done. There's also a Marge Simpson pair. I don't know if you guys have seen that one. No. The entire upper is that blue carpet material, which is supposed to be like her hair, and it's just her face like embroidered. And like that one's a little much. So when I saw that one, I was like, well, that's Adidas doing a collab. They're just gonna like screw it up. But they found a way. They did it. They really they impressed me with this one. It's very well done. Hopefully it's accessible. Hopefully the material's all right, because the Stan Smith upper, I feel like, can be a wide range of materials they use on it. But yeah, very impressed with this shoe. I'm just gonna call it a cute because again, not sure I'll actually buy and wear a Stan Smith, but well done by Adidas. My props and kudos for sure. No release date on this pair yet, as of yet, but I'm assuming coming quite soon. Joel, you can go next. What is your pick for us this week?
All right, so I stepped away for a while, but I'm back. So I'm back to the Air Force One picks. So I came across this one and I was like, wow, they brought it back, and it's the orange bejeweled Air Force One.
Yes.
So they brought back the clear jewel, the translucent jewel, which is like iconic for the Air Force Ones. It was I'm gonna, don't take me on this, but I think it was first seen on an Air Force One before it went over to the Air Max side. But don't quote me on that.
That sounds right. I'll trust you. I'm gonna quote you on that. Yeah.
But this, I don't know, man. But this shoe right here, so the whole upper is orange, right? And you got the white midsole, and then you got the orange outsole, just to round it off. You have the OG Nike Air branding on the heel tab, where it's just in script. There's no swoosh whatsoever. So they brought it back to the 80s, like the original Nike Air branding on the heel tab in white. And the jewel that just jumps out behind the orange, it's like that translucent jelly jewel that everybody just loves. And man, like when I first saw this, I was like, wow.
Great.
And then I looked at it more and I'm like, yo, that leather looks primo, like, you know what I mean? So I'm stoked about these. They like, I don't know, I can't wait to see when the release date is for these. It's a part of the whole 40th anniversary jump for the Air Force Ones. Whoa. But yeah, man. So I don't know. These are like a super, super cute for me. And it's orange too, right? Because me and Bugs, LDoggy, we got the same look.
Orange, yeah. Orange. Anything orange is just, I know he's being careful what he says because his wife is sitting in the background. He's like, yeah, they're cute or whatever. Yeah. They're all right, I guess. We'll see.
Finding the release date. Send
Joel the links and he'll blink twice if he wants.
Done and done.
Alvin, what's your pick this week?
My pick this week is the Nike Air Trainer 1 Valentine's Day, aka the love letter to the Air Max 90 Bacon.
Yes.
And the moment I saw these, I was like, oh man, that's totally the Bacon. Just because I feel like they did the color blocking so good on these, and just like the material looks good, and it's an Air Trainer 1, and I personally like the Air Trainer 1. That strap. The everything, and
that just suede looks great. The
suede looks great. Yeah. It's called the dark pony brown, and then they got the coconut milk. I guess white, and then obviously that hint of pink there. I'm hoping it does come with pink laces, just because I would like more pink on there. But these are not set to release on Valentine's Day, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because I can't buy shoes in 2022, guys. I can't. I'm trying to save, trying to be smart. So if these release in 2023,
is that a New Year's resolution on November 1st? Like, what's going on? Are you quitting? Like, what's
Sounds
happening?
like a lot of convincing me right now.
I'm trying not to purchase anything, even though like I want those Chicago ones. Like,
well, that's gonna be this year, so you're good.
I know. So you know what? I'm gonna say, because these are, I mean, there's no date, but it does say 2022, and there's only 2 months left in 2022. I'm just gonna say these are super cute, because if I'm gonna purchase anything in the next 2 months of this year, it's gonna be the Chicago's.
Yeah, that's
so. And I probably won't even get those, but you know, it's nice to dream sometimes.
Wondering like which Valentine's Day these were supposed to release for. Like, are these? Because it does on this article say a release date in 2022. I don't know if that's just a placeholder or not, but
I hope so.
I don't know if that's like a late 2022 Valentine's Day. Like, you know how recently things aren't just not releasing on the holiday they were created for. Like, we're getting St.
We'll
Patrick's
probably get like
Day's
a Christmas one
and,
in Valentine's Day.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So
wondering if this is like an early Valentine's Day for next year or what's going on with this
they
one.
Should just held it. Yeah.
Like you,
so I could save up, man. Like, come on, Nike. Shit.
Yeah, at this point you should not release that at all right now. That would be very, very silly.
They should have just teased it. Like, oh, Valentine's Day 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You super weirdo. Or don't call it a Valentine's shoe, because it doesn't have like hearts on it.
Just call it a bacon, fast.
Bacon, yeah.
Bacon trainers.
Yeah. So these are a Sobrang cute for me.
Sobrang. Wow.
Nice. We need like
nice.
Not that we have video, but like a graphic for Alvin.
Yeah.
Sobrang.
Yeah.
Sobrang.
We need to get him like a Echo mic like Joel has to do.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Let me try. Sobrang. Cute. Wait, hold on. Sobrang. Cute.
There we go. That's pretty good. Just ask Joel to do it for you anytime you need it done. That'll work.
Done.
Yeah.
Sobrang.
All right. And May, round us out. What is your pick for us this week?
I'm gonna go with the mischief. No, I'm joking. The Salomon XC6. I don't know if you guys have talked about Salomon on the show before, or I don't know if I've seen you guys post a Salomon before.
Never either.
No,
I'm afraid to get into it because
one of those.
It's another Pandora.
It's like Lawrence and New Balance. You know, he doesn't want to cop New Balance because it's like a thing.
Dangerous. It's dangerous.
Yeah,
exactly.
And all your posts are I just want them.
Yeah,
but I'll just live through your posts for now.
So they posted it kind of in their lookbook photos, but no details or anything. It looks like 3 colorways so far anyway, but no other details. But it looks like they're Gore-Tex.
This is probably the biggest collab that they've had on that shoe so far, right? Like they did that hidden pair, but that was like hella limited, right?
Yeah.
Like that never really actually released. I think a Kith collab is really what puts you
like
on the map.
Wide collab. Yeah. Not that I can think of.
Yeah, I don't think so. That'll definitely, I know a lot of people are fiending over Salmon right now. Solomon. Yeah, I can't get into it. I can't.
No? Okay.
Can't do it.
Fair enough.
It's
I feel like one day I'll see it on.
Too scary. I still only own like 2 pairs of New Balances, and New Balances are like massive, right? There's too much risk of getting into other stuff. Like Alvin said,
another rabbit hole, and it's just like I'm gonna want every single pair. Like I want that hidden pair.
You like scratching for the next pair.
Yeah, I gotta behave, man.
I just don't know how people do it. Like, we'll ask May because she has like everything. She's got like New Balance, Nike. But you have a very wide variety. That's what I mean. Like a little bit of everything.
Yeah, you like sprinkle everything.
How do you decide? Like there's so many releases now. Like, how do you decide? Like, okay, this time I'm going to get a Solomon. This time I'm going to get a New Balance. Like, I just can't even keep up. Let alone like keep up with buying all of it.
If I see myself really wearing it, then I will cop.
Nice.
Wear everything.
I wear everything. So I don't really want to cop stuff. I don't like. Even the Chicago's coming up. I feel like everybody wants to cop. I will probably pass because I have a 20% here. And if I cop, it will sit. True. I feel so. I would rather cop something I don't have that I could wear. Yeah.
Literally nobody. No one believes.
Now if I get them and post it, I'm gonna get called out.
Not a single person.
So now I'm not allowed to buy.
It's gonna be like a Stu CSB situation again, where it's just gonna be like, oh hey,
2 pairs.
No.
With the 85s in the background.
Oh shit!
Yeah, we could talk about that because you also have Chicago. I was scrolling Chicago 1 lows. You have the Virgil Chicagos. You have the 2015s. You have which one? 85 or 94? One of those two?
No, I don't.
Oh, you
it
don't?
Was,
Okay.
2013,
Oh,
but
that's
I
a
think I got
2013.
rid of those. Yeah.
Got it.
I just have those 3.
Okay, so you already have 3. So the argument that you don't need another one is kind of moot at that point. Like,
no, they're different. One's low and one has like Virgil and
Yeah.
2015.
the lost and founds are different too. Just saying.
Yeah.
It's the
There's
box.
no way you're gonna see that shoebox with all the details.
The
and be
receipt.
Like,
I
I'm
know.
good.
Now that I say it, I feel like if I do get it, I'll get called out.
Yo, 1,000,000%. Yeah.
You'll only get called out by a story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't.
And the 2 people who listen to this podcast.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Yeah, the only 2 people.
And one of them is May. So yeah, just one one person. Yeah.
The other
Not a
person.
huge
Call
deal.
myself out.
Yeah, exactly. Not a huge deal. But we were the same size, so feel free to go after as many pairs as you want. Yeah, really get after that release. I would love if you did that. Good picks all around. We're gonna ignore Solomon because we can't focus on it because we will be in trouble if we do.
Start that.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
Next up, this week in Kicks, this is the part of the show where we discuss the current headlines and happenings in the world of sneakers. And this isn't necessarily a current, I mean, it's going to be a current headline probably for a while, but it happened last week, I think early last week, I want to say. Kanye apparently finally went too far for Adidas, at least, after what felt like, I want to say it was a year of him like complaining and the rants and the unhinged remarks and the going at executives and several other things not even related to sneakers. Finally, Kanye apparently stepped too far for Adidas with his anti-Semitic remarks on, I think it was on Twitter that he actually posted like that actual thing that was like really bad. Adidas announced it was parting ways with their longtime collaborator and one of their biggest revenue streams for sure. Think that the first Adidas Yeezy came out in 2015. So that sound right? 2015. So 7-year run came to an end. And yeah, this came alongside brands like Gap and Balenciaga and several dozen other ones who also like are trying to distance themselves from him. They also cut ties with him. Adidas stated that they own the rights to almost the entire Adidas footwear, Adidas Yeezy footwear catalog. And also said that the sale of all the Yeezy product would cease immediately. So they also sent out memos to like boutiques. I know Foot Locker had internal memos to take it all off the floor. I don't know which Foot Locker had a Yeezy on the floor, so it feels kind of weird to say that, but whatever. They did that anyways. Places like Goodwill. Did you guys see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Goodwill was like, we're not taking any more Yeezy stuff. Like they got a bunch of Yeezy product in Goodwill, which is again a weird thing to say, but whatever. Felt like at some point just everyone wanted to get in on it a little bit, which is sad and weird to say at the same time. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised. We can kind of give reactions to it because again, we didn't really get to talk about this last week. I'm kind of surprised because he said some really fucked up stuff, not just about this, but like the slavery was a choice thing and the George Floyd thing. He said some really bad shit. And Adidas basically seemed like they didn't care. Like he was attacking their executives at Adidas and stuff. And Adidas was kind of like, oh, well, he brings in a lot of money. And finally, this put them over the edge. Again, very well deserved for him to lose all the stuff he's losing. But a weird one that Adidas, not a weird one. It's just strange that now, if that makes sense, that now they were like, now you can't say stuff when they were letting him say anything he wanted for so long. Really bad shit, like almost equally as bad shit that he was saying now. But yeah, I'm kind of shocked that it happened. I'm not gonna lie. We talked on this podcast that like we were like literally, what could he say? Like, what could he do for this to happen? And apparently it's that. But yeah, Joel, what are you thinking about this whole thing? Because it's crazy. Like we've never seen anything like this happen really at this like largest scale.
Yeah, like I guess when he crossed that line, he pretty much broke like that last straw. You know what I mean? And on top of that, like he lost. I read also that he lost his what do you call that? That sports thing that he had.
Oh, the
Lasted
Donda Academy thing.
Yeah, that too. And like, you had like, I think Jaylen Brown was on that.
Oh, that thing
part
too.
of the
Yeah,
team.
he had like an agency or whatever.
Yeah, the sports agency that he
Yeah.
had, it's just like it's just falling for him. Like, you know what I mean? Like everything's just it's just snowballing for him, and I guess that's what happens. You pay the consequences, right? Like, I don't know what, like. Then again, it's like he's not really all there, kind of thing. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. It's a hard thing to talk about. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's just crazy. It's just
very,
messed up.
very touchy. Yeah, it's insanely touchy. Yes. Alvin, what are you thinking? I know you've had much to say about this man in the last year.
I think it took too long for brands to fucking just. Okay, granted, this guy is going through some sort of mental issues. However, because of his like influence, because of his power, no one's gonna be able to call him out and like, get him to take some sort of action towards being better mentally. And I think that's what the brands were waiting for. Like, just they're probably waiting for him to like just have a breakthrough and be like, listen, I apologize, so that they didn't have to kick him off because he makes so much money for them.
Yeah.
But at the same time, fuck that. You guys are stupid as fuck. You should have left him and let him go a long time ago. Like, there's no excuse for him saying all that shit and you guys just standing by him. And then now, all of a sudden, because he mentions like anti-Semitism or whatever the fuck he mentioned, you're just going to do it now. It doesn't make any fucking sense. So, yeah, I don't know. Either way, like, I hope him losing all this money and losing all these partnerships, even though he always says that he doesn't give a fuck and like, he hates Adidas and whatnot. I hope it pushes him towards something to just
get help,
better his fucking
get
shit.
help. Yeah,
right
man.
now he's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's super. It's messed up right now. Apparently, that also pushed him from not being a billionaire, like losing all these.
Yeah, I think Adidas, him losing Adidas
was what put him,
caused him not to be a billionaire anymore.
Oh, poor guy, not a billionaire, but like, that's I mean, for
now
him,
he's only like a 40 millionaire or some shit. I don't.
He made a big deal about, I'm a billionaire, blah blah. I remember he did a whole thing about being a billionaire. So now he's not that anymore. So again, like Alvin said, hopefully that helps. May, your thoughts, reactions?
Like you guys said, it's a touchy subject, especially when we talk about mental health, because you don't want to assume things, you don't want to diagnose people as an outsider.
Yes,
but just looking at facts, I mean, there's just way too much disrespect for way too long, and because of who he is and what he's, I guess, done for the culture, he was kind of permitted to disrespect over and over again. And I don't know if they let him go because the public pressure was finally too much and they had to make a call, or I don't know. It's hard to say.
But that's a great point. I don't want him to be let off the hook per se by saying, he has a mental health issue, because like May said, like, we aren't the ones to say like, because he said this, he must have a mental health issue, although he has battled that for a long time. So it kind of like A points to B kind of thing. But again, we shouldn't assume. That's very, very correct. But he clearly fucked up very, very aggressively, and he's dealing with the consequences. And good for Adidas, good for Gap, good for Balenciaga, good for Goodwill. All that
took you guys too fucking long though.
It did.
Next time, fucking step your shit up. Stop being pussies, and just why are you letting this guy represent your shit? Like,
at least address it or something, right? We don't know what's happening behind the scenes or anything.
Silence.
The silence was deafening for sure. Like, you've seen this week is like a stark contrast. I don't know the whole detail of it, but I know Kyrie Irving went on a thing about I think a film or a book or something that like promoted anti-Semitism, and he did like step back and apologize and stuff. But like Nike came out today or like yesterday and like spoke out about certain things that he said. Like Nike was like deaded it like immediately kind of thing, and Adidas for forever, like until now, said absolutely nothing, which is tough look. You guys think that they will continue to sell Yeezys, Yeezys, if that makes sense? Non-branded, like
2023.
So here's the thing. They made a point in their statement to say like we own all the designs. They made a point in the statement to say we're missing out on $250 million or whatever in like possible holiday revenue, which means they had a bunch of stuff coming down the pipeline essentially, because that's now is holiday 2022.
Yeah.
They clearly have all this stock. My question is, what do they do with it? But I don't think it's in their best interest. Whether they do it or not is a different story. I don't think it's in their best interest to release a Yeezy Boost 350 V2 as a Adidas 350 V2 or whatever, right? Like it looks incredibly performative on their side to make this big deal about, hey, we're cutting ties and pull the stock and this and that. If you're just going to change the box and the insole that has the Yeezy logo and be like, all right, here it is. Like, you want to actually make a statement, like eat it, because you realistically should have cut this tie a long time ago. Eat it and show people that you're like actually about it and like you're deading it. Because it's going to look like shit if next year they're like, hey, here you go. Here's Wave Runners, but they're called like the River Runners or something stupid. Yeah. Like it just is stupid and it would make no sense. But yeah, curious to hear what you guys think they should, think they will. I've heard like analogies of people saying like, oh, but Adidas has released like the Kobe Crazy 8 or whatever, like the Kobe 1 and Kobe Crazy 8 and stuff. Like insanely different situation, obviously, to what's going on now. So I don't know how people are using that comparison, but yeah, what do you guys think? Alvin, you think they can, should, will?
I don't think they should. I think they should burn every single thing that they have.
Donate it. Send it over to a.
Just repurpose the material. You know what I mean? Don't burn it, repurpose it, put it into something else. Like use all that boost and put it into like a new sneaker. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just don't release no more Yeezys. But I listen. It took them this long to let him go. So I think honestly right now it's just for show. Just because Kanye has gone this drastic, I think it's just like, oh, okay, now we really have to let him go because he's. You know what I mean? Exactly. So I think they'll still re-release it or like, you know, release their own version of a Yeezy. Just give them 6 months so that people forget about shit, because that's all it's going to take.
Attention span is
yeah. And they're like, oh my God, it's a new Yeezy. I mean, Adidas or whatever. Yeah. So you know what I mean? Like, I think they'll still release it. I mean, because what was the point of you saying you still have all the designs?
Yeah.
To me, when they said that, it felt like them like putting the final nail in the coffin, because Kanye was complaining for so long about like, oh, they're releasing colorways without my permission. And I feel like Adidas, that was like their clapback, being like, we own this shit, idiot. But yeah, I guess again, we'll see. Joel, what do you think? Can, should, will?
I'm on the fence. I'm on like what Cuzzo said about like, you know, reusing the materials and whatnot and making like, you know, clothing or like, you know, putting it back into shoes or whatever, like, you know, just like that whole, you know, reusable materials kind of thing, you know, just keep the ball rolling for them. Like, that's it, man. Either that or just burn it.
Yeah.
Burn everything.
Like, donate it. Like, send it to some country that is never, like, I'm sure there's a ton of pairs that could do a lot of good.
For sure.
Mae, what are you thinking? Can they release them? Should they release them? Will they release them? All that stuff.
I think they will. I think they might give it a try. Because
kind of thing.
On this side of the world, I feel like we are informed about what he's doing. I feel like in other parts of the world, for example, I mean, like Philippines love Yeezys, not as much as before, like the hype's died down a little bit. But just today, I got a text message from one of my titas that was like, do you have any Yeezys?
Send a balikbayan box.
I do. And they wanted some. And I know for sure she's not aware of.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that for sure.
I feel like Adidas might try to target those people because it's comfortable.
Yeah.
It's easy to wear. It's a low cut. They like the way it looks. They're going to wear it.
Trendy.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
People
I feel like
try and sneak them out, and I don't think they're above that at all, honestly, which is sad. Like, again, I think that they should just be donating them, or like you guys said, grind them down. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw, Russia exclusive Yeezys just released and kind of thing. Like, would not be shocked if they just try and sneak out the inventory somewhere. Yeah, I guess time will tell. We will definitely continue to follow that because it'll be very interesting. Again, we've never seen anything like this before. All right, next up, previously in Kicks. This is the part of the show where we review our latest pickups and recap the latest happenings in our sneaker lives. No pickups or anything for me in the last 2 weeks, which is very good for my wallet. But Joel, anything for you?
Puma had sent out. Oh my God, it's like on the top of my head. I forgot. It's the Brianna. It's the Stewie one.
Yeah, Brianna Stewart.
Brianna Stewart, like her shoe.
Yep.
And it's like the first in like I don't know how many years, probably like 10 years that a player exclusive, WNBA player exclusive has like, you know, touched earth kind of thing. So it's a big thing. Shout outs to Puma Hoops for sending that out to me. I'll leave the other delivery for Cuzzo to talk about.
Puma was going nuts.
Yeah, man. So they sent me that. I was stoked about that. What else did I get? Oh, I entered like a raffle, like on Instagram, one of those IG raffles, and it's like this big graffiti head. Like he's like the OG graffiti head for me. Like I've been growing up watching his stuff. I've been mimicking his bubble letters and everything from like time since I was a kid. And I entered this raffle and it's for Scene, this graffiti artist Scene. And I entered the raffle and I got the book and they sent it out to me. And yeah, so it's like all the way from France too.
Oh, cool.
So like pretty stoked about that. Yeah. So that came in the mail.
Damn, me and Alvin get the assist on that one. I think he tagged me and Alvin in those
posts. I think I tagged those guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, thanks for the assist, bro. But yeah, man, that's about it. That's it for me.
For Joel. So Alvin had a busy couple weeks. Alvin, give it to us.
Yeah, the Puma fam sent over the MBO2. They're sick, man. I mean, they pretty much kept a similar aesthetic to the MBO1. I'm going to try playing balling on this Sunday just to see if the cushioning's the same and then if the comfort's the same. I do hope that like the ankle lockdown is just a little bit better. Just because I feel like with the MBO1 there's just a little bit of slippage, but we'll find out and I'll let you guys know, I guess maybe next week if we don't take a break. And then wait, yeah, I got a new vehicle. So unfortunately the Jeep has had to be let go. It was going to be too costly to do a buyout. Even though it hurt my heart to be like, sorry, bro, I can't purchase it. However, I did get influenced by Lawrence, aka LDoggyStyles, and my family is now a Kia family. Woo! So the wifey got a bigger vehicle too, just because, like, you know, with the 2 kids and the puppy, we just need something to be able to fit everybody and still be able to fit groceries or whatever. So she got a Sorrento.
Nice.
And I got a Kia Soul. So, you know, trying to break those in.
Oh, boy.
It's been a busy 2 weeks, but, you know, luckily we were still be able to, we pretty much kept the payments the same from like, which was major because now with like daycare and shit, like,
can imagine.
Yeah. Daycare is a beast of its own. So you already know, but I'm super amped, man. It's fun. I've been driving the Soul for like the past 2 days. I got it last Thursday, I think. And I haven't really been able to drive it, but the past 2 days I've been driving it like crazy just because I've had to go to work and shit. But yo, that car it's peppy, man. Like I didn't think it had that much like
it's a zippy little thing.
Zip to it. But I'm like, yo, I'm like zooming. It's fun, man. So
yeah, it's a zippy little thing. Hashtag ad.
Hashtag ad. Shout out to Kia Canada for letting me purchase.
Yeah. Shout out to Kia Canada for real.
No, to be honest, like it's usually so we wanted a bigger vehicle, but they were like, oh, if you wanted a newer, bigger vehicle, it's like 12 to 18 months.
Yeah.
We're like, bruh. But they're like, oh, but if you want like a used big vehicle, and then if you want like a smaller, newer vehicle, like they have like, I think he is able to get like the small, like the Soul Rio or the Forte or like the K5 even, like anytime. Like they have some there now, but it's like if you're looking for a family car and shit, that's what's going to take like 12 months. which is crazy to me.
That's
but luckily,
crazy.
like I didn't have to wait too long. It was probably like a 2-3 week wait, and then they're like,
that's
"Oh,
nothing.
we have one come in." I'm like, "What?"
That's
And then I'm
fine.
like, "All right, cool. Can I pick it up?" She's like, "Yep." I'm like, "Dope."
Nice.
And then there you go. There you have it.
That's fire.
Bye
I
bye Jeep.
think-
Hello Kia.
I think there's some cars that are taking, like 18, like the Bronco, I
Yeah.
think is like super in demand right now.
It's
People
like
are
the
waiting,
bigger like SUVs that are taking like forever to. I don't know. I guess they're missing a chip or half of these cars are made in the US though, so that's what I don't
it's
get.
weird.
But
Mhm.
you know,
Couldn't tell you.
I don't know. I'm not in the industry. I'm just
Yeah.
enjoying whatever it is. So
Yeah. Well, congratulations to you.
thanks, guys.
Congrats.
May, anything in the last little while for you, sneakers or otherwise?
Sneaker wise, it's actually my birthday month, November. I know you
Wow, let us be the first to wish you a
Wait,
happy
when?
early birthday.
When is your birthday?
14th. Still
Oh,
2 weeks out.
Right in the
So-
middle.
I bought myself a birthday sneaker and
Already?
still on the way. Still on the way. Well, it's in LA, but it's coming.
In LA.
I bought the off-white lemonades.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Damn.
I wanted something bright, so
Yeah,
Hell
kidding.
yeah.
Is that your favorite
Ooh.
of the museum ones?
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah, the yellow pair.
Mm.
Really like that green pair that just
I
came
waited
out.
for that Brooklyn
Yeah.
pair. What a tease.
That was a frustrating day.
Yeah.
Very frustrating day.
Yeah.
That's a
That's pretty
Wow.
much it. I mean, I can't afford anything else after that.
Pretty
Great.
much
Pretty much it
Oh,
until your actual birthday.
Yeah.
I know.
There's no way that's all you buy for your birthday. Everyone does that. They're
No,
like,
not
"Oh,
at
this is
all.
my birthday
Yeah.
gift," and then your birthday comes around, and you're like, "Oh, I should buy something on my birthday for my
Yeah.
birthday."
Mhm.
Good luck. We'll see. Damn, she just shit on Alvin's car with that.
Hey, I'm good with it.
Oh,
I'm waiting
Yeah.
for the post to see all the
Yeah,
off-white
for real.
AJ ones, yo. That's
You
gonna
heard
be
it here
epic.
first. You heard it here first. Alvin, you got to hit it with the news. Like, you heard it here first. She
Yeah.
bought.
You heard it here first. She bought the.
Thank you. Yeah, very good. Thank you. We'll splice that together real nice. All right, next up, thumbs up, thumbs down. In this part of the show, we give our opinion on various sneaker related topics with zero context or discussion. All we're allowed to say is thumbs up or thumbs down. And this is talk about a rise and fall from glory, from grace. Thumbs up, thumbs down to the Jordan 6 rings.
Oh,
Joel,
down.
Alvin,
Up.
I am a thumbs up as well. May.
down.
Oof.
Oh.
Oof. Oof. Tough one. We love a split decision. All right. Next up, NSR, not sneaker related. We talk about sneakers a lot. So in this weekly segment, we're going to take 30 seconds out of the show to discuss something completely irrelevant from the world of sneakers. And today, as we mentioned, November 1st, the 1st of November. Halloween was yesterday. It is now gone. Now that it is gone, I'm sitting here on November 1st wearing my Mariah Carey Supreme Christmas t-shirt. Great shirt. I want to know, when does the tree go up? I think we've done this before. I think everybody is also in a different living situation than the last time we did this. Alvin has another child. Joel's in a new house. I'm in a new house. May's never done this before. So it might be different answers. Let's start with Joel. When is the tree going to go up, Joel? I feel like you gave the most chaotic answer last time. So I need you to go first.
I can't remember. I
think you said the week of.
The
is
week
what you
of.
said.
I don't know. I'm feeling festive now. Like, I got the room, like in the living room. I got like ample room here. So I don't know. I'm probably going to say like, I don't know.
Christmas
December
Eve.
1st.
December 1st.
Christmas Eve.
December 1st is a good day.
December 1st. I'll say
You're going
December
to do a
1st.
real tree or fake tree?
No, fake tree. I can't do a
Fake
real
tree.
tree, man. Coco will like just
Oh, you
pee
got
on
a
it,
dog.
bro.
Yeah, you're right. That's fair. Super
I'll
valid.
smell that, yeah.
December 1st is a solid date. I'll accept that. Alvin, what about you? When is the tree going up in your household of 2 kids and a puppy?
I think we usually do it like a month before, so like November 25th ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. This year will hopefully be the same. I think a month before is pretty good, or at least December 1st. But yeah, we'll aim for November 25th and then see where it goes.
That's a good timeline. A month. I feel like December 1st is like last, like final day. If you don't have it up by December 1st, like you probably hate Christmas and you should just stop being alive. So today I literally was looking online for fake Christmas trees because it's our first Christmas in our own place, so we don't have one. First of all, there are 50% off at Michael's right now. If anybody needs one, all Christmas trees are 50 off, which is a great deal.
Nice. Yeah.
So probably gonna buy one of those maybe after this. And I don't know. I think if we already had a Christmas tree, honestly, might have been this weekend coming up. Like this, like super, because we again like
more from, than the two of you.
Yeah, like Christmas is like, we're gearing up over here. Like we are like chomping at the bit. Well, like Joel said, right? He's in a spot with more space. We have like fair amount of space too, so we could set it up and it not be like a burden or get in the way of anything. It's also just the two of us, so it's pretty easy. But yeah, like I mean, again, Jill's Filipino, so like the first thing when we moved in, she's like, "Oh, the Christmas tree's going in this window." Like she's like ready, she knows where it's going. Like I want to see the Christmas tree from outside the window, even though we live in a condo. But whatever. So yeah, honestly, if we already had it, it would have probably been this weekend. We're gonna still have to buy it and ship it, which is probably gonna be a bitch. But yeah, probably ASAP. Honestly, we're gonna have to also buy like ornaments and stuff, so it might be like a slow, staggered approach. Like get the tree up next weekend, and then buy the lights, and then put the lights on the weekend after, and then like that kind of thing. Because we still have to buy all this stuff that we don't already have, but it's gonna come fast and furious for sure. Very, very shortly, I think we'll be. The halls will be decked, my friends. The halls are about to be decked. I feel like I know what May is going to say now too, and I'm very excited. What's your situation going to be?
I'm going to be on Michael's after this.
Some good deals, some very good options.
I gotta look. I gotta get one.
Yeah. Oh, you don't have one either?
No, I don't have one.
Oh, okay.
I didn't put one up last year because I just moved and it was too much.
It's hectic. I hear you.
It is.
Yeah, I'm more concerned about like where am I going to store this thing after the fact. Like I want to like we have like we have 8-foot ceilings, so I'm like looking. I'm like we could get like a 7-foot tree up in this thing. Like let's go.
No, you get an 8-foot tree, bro.
Like touch the ceiling kind of thing.
Yeah. Just go Sasha style. Like my wife. Yeah, just don't leave any space. No tree topper. Just make it look like a real big tree, and that's it. You'll be happy.
Might do that. We'll see. But yeah, like I'm like, where am I going to put this? Because it's going to come in it's going to compress in a little box, but the box is going to be massive. Like it'll probably be the size of this desk that I'm sitting at. I don't know where I'm going to, like we have the storage unit, but it's also full. So yeah, it's going to be a situation after the fact, but for the time being, it's going to be great. It's going to be very Christmas in here. I'm going to
leave it up.
I've seen people do that.
Just take off the decorations, leave it up.
Yeah, people who leave the tree up and they just change it for the season. Like when it's the spring, you put on like flowers, and when it's the summer, you put on like I don't know what you put on the summer, and the fall you put on like pumpkins or whatever. Like you can just
summer you put pineapples.
There you go. Yeah.
Pineapple.
Piña.
Actually, on Michael's shout out hashtag ad, they had a
oh my god,
they had a pre-lit palm tree.
Ooh.
That looked like a Christmas tree. That's kind of fun. That's like quirky. Like a palm tree, but it's like instead of like the regular leaves, the leaves are made of like the bristles, like a fake Christmas tree, and it's pre-lit with like lights. Cool. It's cool. Yeah. Very cool. It's not gonna fly. There's no way I'm gonna be allowed to buy that, but it's cool. It looked very neat. It's also half price. Hashtag ad. Let me send my affiliate code to May after this.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of affiliate codes.
Oh yeah.
If you guys are looking for some winter gear,
getting cold out.
Fam just released some stuff. They have this dope Sherpa jacket that I really want, that I really should not be buying, but may buy. But if I do buy it, I'm going to use CGS 20 because that gets me 20% off. If you guys need some gear for the wintertime, hit up quality.com and use code CGS20 for 20% off.
Dang. Thanks, Joel.
I have to keep that energy, you know?
Yeah, thank you. Very good. By the way, we don't get anything from that. This is not a situation where
no, not either.
We don't get like paid like a percentage if you buy shit.
Just so
you guys are literally just saving money, and we're just, you know, I mean, granted, they do send us like gear once in a while.
Yes,
but you know, it's just an honor to support a Canadian
Yeah. Just
Brand.
wanted to make sure that was very clear that we're not being paid for anything. We're very broke. We don't get paid for that stuff. We wouldn't do it if we didn't believe in it. So go spend your money on their website because they got some great stuff. Very good quality. All right. Next up, errors, edits, and e-messages. We are pretty smart guys, but from time to time we make mistakes. So if you catch us slipping, hit us in the DM and we'll let the world know that we goofed. And although Alvin dressed up his youngest daughter in this outfit, no one knew the origin story of She-Hulk. We were like, is it a spouse? Is it a daughter? Yeah. No, we didn't know. Well,
we didn't know.
Our resident comic book listener, Nate Flip, knows. And he said She-Hulk is the Hulk's cousin, which I was shocked at.
Ooh,
in the comics, she becomes the Hulk, becomes She-Hulk through blood transfusion with Bruce's blood. In the show, spoiler alert, but I think this was in the trailer, his blood seeps into her wound after a car crash. There you go. And then I was like, that's a kind of weird one that a relative would also be the Hulk. So that makes sense. Yeah. That origin story, it checks out.
It's a good show, by the way.
Still need to watch it. I heard Daredevil's in it, which is pretty cool at some point. That's very cool. It's on the list. Just finished House of the Dragon, actually, like last weekend. We finished it. Not bad. That's all I'll say. Not bad. Anyways, moving on to the main show, to the main event, if you will. Mae's turn to shine, although she has been shining the entire episode regardless. First is 21 Guestions. Mae, you've listened to the show before, so I know you know how this works. You're going to get 21 questions. All you need to do is answer them as quickly and as accurately as you can. Do you think you can do that?
Yes.
Correct response.
I was looking at Joel.
Yeah. Correct response to that.
Say yes.
Say no.
I was waiting for Joel.
The peanut gallery over there, like influencing her answer. All right. Question number 1, air or boost?
Air.
Question number 2, crew socks or no shows?
Crew.
Question number 3, Air Max 1 or Air Max 90?
1.
Question number 4, shoelaces tied in a bow or hanging and loose?
Bow.
Question number 5, pineapple on pizza?
No, sorry.
It's kind of shocking. For some reason, that's shocking. You feel like you have a good head on your shoulders. I guess I was wrong. Question number 6, favorite brand that isn't Nike or Jordan?
Arc'teryx.
Wow.
That's how you say it? Arc'teryx?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I thought it was like architect.
Arc'teryx.
Architects, bro.
Arc'teryx. Yeah. Weird name. They should probably change that. It's a hard one. It's like you should never have an apostrophe in the middle of the word. It's going to confuse people.
That's like Aaron
Imagine all the
Denim
Filipinos,
Hearts
bro.
level.
Yeah. That's tough.
And the thought, Arc'teryx. This is Arc'teryx.
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 Sorry to all the titos and titas. We're just joking.
They're fun. They know that's how they pronounce it, so it's fine.
Yeah, it is.
Question number 7, Dunks or Jordan 1s?
Oh,
Dunks.
Question. I know it's a hard one for you. Question number
tough.
8, what's a color that belongs on every shoe?
Orange.
Oh, hell yeah. She won us back after the pineapple thing. Yeah. Question number 9, original boxes or drop fronts?
Original.
Question number 10, glow in the dark or 3M?
3M.
Question number 11, Apple Music or Spotify?
Spotify.
I feel like I had a feeling. It's a shame. Question number 12, what is your favorite meal of the day?
Dinner.
Underrated answer. Question number 13. What are 3 sneakerheading essentials?
What?
Sneakerheading essentials. Like 3 things that every sneakerhead needs. Take that question however you want.
Yeah.
Wow. Shoe cleaner.
Yep.
Socks.
Yep.
Good answer.
Hopefully.
Good answer.
You need socks.
Please.
And please.
Please, socks.
Last thing. A good pair of pants.
There we go. Pants.
That's facts.
Pants
Yeah.
always. You know where you can get a good pair of
Pants,
pants.
socks.
Alvin, where can they get a good pair of pants from?
Tell 'em.
You can get the good pair of pants at quality.com.
Bang, bang. Big plug. Thanks, May. We'll send your check in the mail.
That's it. Cha-ching.
Question for no money because we have none. Question number 14. Who was the first Prime Minister of Canada?
Oh shit.
Oh man.
Gosh, that's not sneaker related. Joel, where's the memo on that?
I forgot this question.
I want to say Sir John A.
That is correct.
That's where I went to
Whoa.
school.
Good answer.
That is
Yeah,
correct.
and-
Sir.
Good guess.
Oh,
Good guess. Good guess.
Yeah.
You're a big Sir John A. McDonald fan over here. We love
you
a good
do? He's canceled.
No, you are a big Sir John A.
no.
McDonald fan, I'm saying. Clearly, you know who the first prime minister was.
No, I'm
Congratulations.
just aware of social issues.
Fair enough as well.
Yeah,
It's
that's
kind of weird
yeah.
to I guess you can cancel somebody who's passed away, but I was like,
Apparently,
he's pretty
that's
old.
what I've been told.
Pretty long time
Yeah.
ago. Like it
Yeah.
seems like weird to cancel him. You can just change the names. You don't have to call it
Asian
canceling.
name, that's what they
Yeah.
want to do. Yeah.
Question number 15. What year was Sir John A. McDonald born?
Oh, shit.
Since you're a big Sir John A.
Why?
fan.
Since you went to the school.
Yeah, since you went there, you should know.
Oh Lord. I'm gonna guess. Joel? No, Joel.
Can I,
Call a
can I get to use a lifeline?
You don't want that lifeline, trust me.
Born. I'm trying to think of when Canada was created and backtrack from there. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. Let's say 1920.
1920. You think
Good answer. Good
Sorry.
answer.
Canada just celebrated its 150th
I
anniversary?
know, that's what I was trying to tell you. Freaking Joel and tell me this is a history
forgot.
podcast.
I forgot this question too.
150-year anniversary, and you think our first prime minister was less than 100 years, or just over 100 years ago?
Oh yeah,
He was born in 1815.
1820. I meant
You're close.
1820.
You're close. You're
I
close.
meant 1820.
Could have been still wrong, but closer. Question number 16. What was your... Oh, this is the wrong question. Question number 17. Question number 16. I don't know what I'm doing. How many sneakers do you own?
Currently,
Yes.
I don't know.
Good answer.
Yeah, that's honestly, it's not
Yeah.
the wrong answer.
Yeah.
Question number 17. What else do you collect outside of sneakers?
Outside of sneakers, cameras.
Cameras.
Shout out to
Ooh.
oliveboxcreative.
Expensive.
Wow.
Big plug.
Cough, cough.
Big plug.
Because he's gonna shoot with me next year. He's plugging in.
That's it. That's it.
Smart man. Very smart man.
Yeah.
Question number 18. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yes. You never put hot dog in between two pieces of bread?
I didn't ask, can you put a hot dog on a sandwich? I said,
Oh.
is a hot dog a sandwich?
Sorry, I thought back to my childhood lunch.
Yeah.
You know?
The Filipino in her.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Filipino in me. Yes.
Still yes.
cut the hot dog in half and then
get two
Yeah.
pieces of Wonder
Hot
Bread.
dog with cheese inside. That's a sandwich.
This is going off the rails real quick. Question number 19. What is your number one grail?
Currently,
Yes.
Purple Pigeon SB.
Purple pigeons. That's a good pair.
Ooh, good answer. Good answer.
Good
Question
answer.
number 20. Would you rather receive your number one grail or 3 different pairs from your top 10?
Number one grail.
Number one grail. Purple pigeons. Holler at her.
Purple pigeon.
She probably could have bought, 40 pairs of purple pigeons for the price she paid
I
for
can't
her.
find one. I can't
Fair enough. Very fair. Very valid. All right. Well, you did all right. That was not bad. Pretty good. Some shameful questions, but
Yeah.
it's fine. We got through it. Let's move on to some other questions here. What got you into sneakers in the first place? How did this all start for you? Because you've amassed quite the collection now. How did it all start for you?
I don't know. I think from a child, I remember just always being attracted to it. I was born on like a small island, Palau. Rarely anyone ever knows where that is. There was like one sneaker store there, and like I would just go in, and just the smell of brand new sneakers that would like hit. And then immigrating here and playing basketball, obviously, I think that's just similar, very relatable to a lot of people's sneaker journeys. It's just seeing everybody on TV, what they're wearing, and then also your peers around you, what they're wearing, and could never really afford. I would just be attracted to like the large swoosh or what says Zoom Air, just like the little details that would get me. And then I started noticing like cement on the cement threes, and then the Jumpman, and just from that really intrigued me. We couldn't afford any of that. We would just be at Payless. And eventually afforded N1s. That was like the next step up.
Nice.
Yep.
And then when I started working, it was just downhill from there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. Sounds pretty much like all of our stories as well. Yeah.
Been there.
And what year was that around? Like, when did you kind of like officially like take the jump into
2007.
2007-ish? To just going absolutely crazy and buying everything. So what did you like start with? Was it Dunks? Because I know you have like a pretty big affiliation for Dunks.
My first pair that I purchased for myself with my own money was Jordan 13's True Red, like the OG.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
They were bleeding into the white leather.
Yep.
But like something about the hologram, just like details of a shoe that were just really like capturing my attention, and then that's where I started. Yeah,
the Jordan 13 in that like time frame, like 2007 to like 2012 was like hit so friggin' hard. Like that was my favorite shoe for a while. Like Flint 13s and Altitude 13s and Playoff 13s, and like Altitude 13s were crazy. Black and lime green are stupid. Like, and now I'm looking at 13s like, I don't know how to wear. I don't think I will.
They're too bulky.
Yeah, like I'm like, oh man, like tough wear nowadays. But yeah, those had me in a chokehold for a long time. When did you kind of get into the stuff that you're into now? Because you have clearly like a very refined taste, and like you said earlier, like you kind of like what you like. When did it kind of expand outside of like Jordan 13s, and I'm assuming other numbered Jordans, to all the stuff you're into now?
I've been in and out of buying and collecting sneakers. I mean, I hit a point where I was in school, so that like I stopped. Like when I went into nursing school, I kind of stopped buying and collecting at that point. And then little waves would happen. I don't know the order of things anymore, but like the Flyknit run, and then the Roshi run, and then the Yeezy run. So it was like in and out of like the Ultra Boost, in and out. I think most recently was probably 2019, where I was like, I'm stable, and like I had my small business, so I had extra funds that I could kind of go and get the stuff that I want again. And then that's where that went downhill again.
A lot of downhills here.
Yeah, a lot of downhills, guys.
Yeah.
Then who was it? We had someone on the podcast where they said it's uphill. It's like you're supposed to like what is
change the narrative.
Yeah, the phrase is like you go. It's uphill. It's
uphill. Like it went uphill.
I don't know. Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
there you
uphill,
go.
Just like your credit card just went like up.
Yeah.
So did you find yourself like? Because I don't think I've ever like completely leaned out in the whatever like 14 years or 15 years, whatever that I've been into this kind of stuff, but definitely have slowed down. Do you find yourself when you start getting back into it looking for older stuff that you might have missed, just like keeping up with the new stuff? Because keeping up with new releases is like exhausting enough, like, and then trying to go back and pick up stuff you missed is just a whole other battle, especially when the stuff that you like is expensive. Like do you find yourself like mixing it up? Like how do you kind of prioritize?
It's definitely a mix of grabbing stuff that were previously shoes I didn't own, or I've owned and I've sold them off at some point. Recently I'm looking for the Kith New York or the Miami
Air Force
gel.
One. Oh, the gel light.
Yeah, A6.
Oh,
because I missed that during those years of that run. So I do like I'm on eBay hunting those kind of things, and then the recent stuff, if it pops up, then it pops up. But I enjoy looking for older stuff more.
True.
I'm trying to find a good deal on like
that.
a worn once or whatever, and
And I find that this like those stuff might not be as wanted now, so they're usually more fairly priced than stuff that are hype.
Yeah, exactly.
Ridiculous, yeah.
Until you're doubling up on Stussy SBs and stuff.
No.
Yeah.
The story behind that, but okay.
Go ahead, please tell a story, because that's it looks like one of those is new or pretty close to new.
No, they're just really good condition, but they're both pre-owned, and one is a friend's pair from Goodfoot. Like it came with a receipt, and he's been sitting on it, and like he's just never been able to sell it. And I just like randomly asked him like, how much would you sell it for? And then he said a price, and I kind of like, is that the right price? And I'm like, okay, well, you sell it to me for that. And I just like, because it was just too good to pass.
A good price, yeah.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah,
that's cool. With the Goodfoot receipt, that's fire. That's
crazy. That's history right there.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah, for real.
So Denim Hearts is trying to throw an offer right now.
So this guy.
Yo, come correct, bro.
Come correct.
That's it.
Tito. Correct. I mean, Kuya.
Now that you know she likes Arc'teryx, you can, I'm sure.
Oh, yo, it's a trade. It's a trade thing.
Find a good little cash.
4 of those jackets. 4 of those jackets.
4 of those jackets. That's it.
Honestly,
he's got plenty.
4 Arc'teryx jackets, bro.
Arc'teryx
for the Stussy.
That's it. That's a trade.
Or I also wear the same size, so maybe we could work something. Anyways, what's kind of keeping you into sneakers now? Like, or what? Maybe the question is, what got you back into it? Actually, no, you said the stability. So, what's kind of keeping you into it now? Because the several different times that you've been in and out of it, I'm sure have all been completely different. But like, what's kind of keeping you into it this time? Arguably, the hardest time to be in sneakers is now. What's keeping you into it?
Really, right now is the community. It's just been fun meeting people on Instagram. Like ever since the December of last year, where we wore a different pair every day, just like meeting other people. And then for some reason I've connected with people in the Philippines. So when I went back home over the summer, like I met up with other sneakerheads in the Philippines, and it's just so cool to have like
crazy
have anything in common except sneakers and like connect.
That's very cool.
Just been
cool.
Fun. Yeah.
What's the culture kind of like over there compared to like, because I know that they don't have as much variety in terms of places they can go. And I know they have a very unique, like what they're into, but I also know that the demand and like the want for all of it is like probably even higher than here. Like the insanity, like crazy culture of sneakers over there. What's it kind of like when you went over there? What was the kind of like situation? Were you like wearing stuff that you're just like meh about, and they were like, whoa, I wanted these for so long?
I wore reverse mochas, the Travis.
Okay, so nothing.
But talking to them, it's very, I guess, access is very difficult, and you really have to be connected, like well connected, to have any access at all. So, like, if you are not connected, then you likely are not getting it unless you're going to pay up, and you have to pay up because you have to get it overseas.
Yep.
Yeah.
For all of that, and like the New Balance is growing a lot there. They don't have a lot of supply, so they do have to order out.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense though. Like I know that we complain in Canada a lot, like looking to the States, like, oh, they get everything, but compared to some places like that where they have just as much demand and want for shoes and like minimal places to buy it, we have it pretty good. It's hard to complain. Similar to that, what's kind of like, how's it changed being a female sneakerhead over the years? I know that you wear a size 8.5, 9 men's, so it's a little bit easier, I'm sure. But like, how's it kind of changed over time since 2007 to now is completely different, obviously. But what are some changes you've noticed?
There's a lot more females now, which I love because it's like like when I was younger, it's just all guys and being called bro over and over again.
Yeah.
But now it's like there's a lot of female sneakerheads in the community that you can connect with. In terms of like female exclusives or colorways, I mean, Makeway Access is great.
Yep.
Not a lot of stores do that, and I imagine it's a lot more effort for them to release things that way.
Yeah.
They just release how every other store would release.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's really great to have that in Toronto. But I guess being size 8, I mean, most sneakers will come in my size. I don't have to deal with, you know, certain colorways not releasing in my size. Or
Yeah,
True.
Yeah.
which is lucky for sure.
Yeah.
Size 8 is
don't
still a
want-
tough size though, compared to
Yeah.
like the more main sizes. 8 is
And
still
9.5
kind of
to 10.
gets a shit end of the stick a lot of the time for sure.
Mm.
Yeah.
What kind of got you into photography? Speaking of the side hustle, speaking of the plug that we're gonna give the side hustle, what got you into photography? Because now you've made it, like you said, a side gig, which is awesome.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I had a friend who was doing photography and I was also interested in it. So I just picked up a camera for Christmas one year. My dad bought us one and just started shooting stuff for friends and family and at church. And then after a few years, I noticed people get paid to do that stuff, to document birthdays or weddings and stuff. So I think one year I was like, I'm going to give it a try because I noticed another studio was using the exact same camera I was using. And I was like, let me see if I can get paid. And then it kind of worked out. So it went uphill from there.
Uphill is right.
There's the
Yeah.
uphill.
Look at that.
Hey.
All uphill from there.
That's it.
Do you want to give the plug? I know Alvin already did it, but give the plug to the side business real quick so everyone can look it up.
Yeah. So I do wedding videography. We also do photography, but I focus on wedding videography, oliveboxcreative, if you ever need help.
Beauty. How does that kind of like work into sneakers with you? Because I know you said you focus on the videography, but you also collect cameras and your pictures are always great on Instagram. How does that all kind of tie in for you?
I think sneaker photography is like the release because weddings after a while it's a job. Like it's a client. It's work. But sneakers is just for me. So I'll take it how I want it or how I want to express a sneaker. So it's a creative outlet.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's more like my release on the creativity side. Yeah.
Very fair. I feel like that's a tough side hustle. Like specifically wedding photography and videography. Like that's a grind. Like I just came to the wedding on the weekend. I was like, God damn, this photographer is like sprinting around with like 8 friggin' cameras on his belt. Like just gotta be everywhere.
Days,
yeah, and then you gotta friggin' go like edit everything, get the edits out, and that's your side hustle. Like that's tough, no?
Yeah, you gotta love it. Right, Alvin?
Yeah, I'm ready. Call me, put me on the court, coach.
Put me in.
Coach.
Gotta love it, right? Yeah, I love it.
No, it's tough, man, because like if you're not in it and you don't have a passion for it, then you're not gonna enjoy it and you're just gonna hate it.
Mm-hmm.
And why would you want to do a side hustle that you don't like?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
then you're miserable at your regular work.
Aside from like the photography, like the actual skill part of it, it's just like you're working with a lot of different people, a lot of different personalities.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're just not going to get along with the couple
weddings
or
too.
the other photographer or other
vendors.
Yeah. Like you have to kind of adjust yourself to get through the day and get your
Yeah, weddings are no one's on that side. No one's ever happy at a wedding. Like on the guest side, everyone's having a great time, but on the back end, everyone's miserable. Yeah. Everyone's running around. Everyone's frantic. Maybe not unhappy or like frantic and like crazy and like trying to make sure everything goes off without a hitch. You know? Yeah. It's a grind for sure. Yeah. That's
for sure.
I don't know about that one. You can have Alvin. I'll pass. I'm good. We'll attend. Me and Joel will attend the wedding. So if you guys
we'll be there.
The plus ones, then we'll pull up for like dessert and dancing. But we don't. You guys can shoot it. Feel free. Yeah. May, this was dope. This was very, very fun. I feel like this was just the tip of the iceberg. So again, like Curtis, I think we need to have you back for sure for at least one more. At least one more, just so we can keep up with those other guys, and then we'll have another one so that we're ahead of them in May appearances on the podcast. Yeah, this was very, very dope. Thank you for coming out.
Thank you guys. This was fun.
Of course. And wherever you guys are taking in this podcast, please remember to leave a comment, review, follow, and or subscribe. Make sure to check out canada.soul.ca to shop the latest merch. Peep the YouTube for our videos and check out CGS Talk on Facebook to chop it up with us. Of course, do not forget to use hashtag Canada.Soul on Instagram for a feature. I don't even know what that's at now. It's got to be up there. It's got to be approaching 200,000.
156 or 160. I can't remember.
I knew it was over 150. That's
K.
pretty good.
That's a K though.
Yeah, with a K.
Yeah.
We had
With a
Ks.
K.
Yeah, with a K. I have been Lawrence Hopkins, and you can find me at LDoggyStyles on Instagram. Woof.
I'm Joel Hernandez. You can find me at Joe Dooney, JO_D3OsNEY.
My name is Alvin Quincy, and you can find me at MisterQ and then Mart.
And May, where can they find you?
You can find me at JM Janer on Instagram.
And
at oliveboxcreative.
yes.
yeah.
There's no
Question mark?
There's no
Direction we were
question
With an
going?
exclamation mark.
I was looking at Joel.
No question mark at the end of that, just for anybody wondering. Thank you for listening to us talk about sneakers for 215 episodes. And please remember to rock your kicks. This has been True to Size. We have been CGS and May, and we are out. Hey. Question mark? Olivebox Creative? Question mark?
Olivebox Creative?
Should have been Olivebox Creative.
Exclamation point.
So wrong.